Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to another setting of Living World of Darkness. This time we're with Changeling, so Kingdom of Apples, as Shaya is dancing, well, working, which is dancing at the Vixen. She's just, yeah, well, let's see. Just for fun, let's see how well she's doing tonight. It's 2 seconds. She's doing all right. Not as well as she's used to doing, but she's doing all right. So she'll be dancing, and I think she spots someone she knows.
She does. This is only the third time Ron's ever been here. And he looks slightly uncomfortable. Um, but he is kind of off to the side, waiting for Shea to be finished. I'll just give you this. You don't have to roll. He looks like that he's waiting for her.
Yeah,
Very
so she'll,
pointedly looking in her direction without like staring. He's still, got his normal shy demeanor, but he definitely looks like he's waiting for her.
so yeah, she'll dance for a bit more, so she doesn't her stop isn't just so sudden. And after a few steps, she'll like jump off stage. Hey, Ron,
He'll nod. Hi, Shea.
and she'll smile
I
genuinely.
was wondering if you had a little bit of time to talk.
Um, yeah, sure. I don't think Amber will be too cranky. If I take a small break to talk. Um, we have rooms at the back, as I'm sure you know. Um, wait, will you want something to drink while we're back there?
Just some water is fine.
And she'll go at the back when there's a little like room, I think for VIP room, which is for so yeah, so and there'll be a VIP room and there's a bar there, which is just for changelings, and she'll order a drink for herself and a water for Ron, and she'll go to a private room and she'll just sit and give Ron his drink.
He'll take it and thank you.
How have you been doing? I know with what
Um,
I know with what you've heard of me, you probably think I don't care, but I do.
he gives a small smile. Better now that those damn nightmares are over, but it's not being able to go out at night is weird.
She'll smile. You could go out, just make sure you have people to protect you. But yeah, I see what you mean. It is kind of dangerous.
um, Other than that, trying to keep a handle on other things. I came to talk about Brooke.
Shall I look down? Yeah, I take a breath. Okay, what did you want to talk about? Exactly.
From what I see, a couple of times I've seen you since that happened and Brooke's been around. You apologized to her, but you're not acknowledging that it's okay for her to feel the way she's feeling. You try and justify what happened when there is no justification. You might feel bad, but that's not what she needs to hear.
I've acknowledged that she's allowed to feel the way she is. I told that in front of her, in front of Karina, in front of Misha, in front of Hall. They were all there. And as much as I want her to apologize, to forgive me, I can't make her. That's not right with me.
He'll nod. Okay. Have you told her that?
Yes, I did. And her and Karina still seem to hate me, which I get. It just gets.
Okay. I'm just trying to. Karina's my best friend. Brooke is my. I don't know what you'd call it, student. How to be a Selkie and a changeling. She's got a temper, a big one, a short one. She can be reckless. She's naive. And she's now unseelie.
Yeah, I felt that.
I'm pretty sure that you've probably punished yourself. But
I shall not.
there are those that would still like to see you formally punished.
They are. I know.
I don't want you. I'm not advocating for your death or even suffering. I'm advocating for a as peaceful as possible resolution. I want us all to move on from this.
Shall nod. That's what I want. That's what William wants. That's what most of people I've talked to want. If I'm ready for punishment, I should be punished. But that depends on what the punishment is. If they want me to die, I'm not going down for that. I know some people may think I should, but I have way too many things I have to do. Other people that I have to find. It's not about me. It's
I know it's a unique situation because while you did kill another changeling, she didn't stay dead. So
shall look at him.
It's weird.
Yeah, shall look at him. Listen, if there's a way for me to go through the same thing that she went through, to go through death but then come back, then I'm ready. But I want to be sure I can come back.
He'll nod and he'll take that into consideration.
Like you said,
he hadn't actually thought about that before.
I'm not sure if it's possible, if it's easy, or if it's difficult, but well,
I know that from what I don't know much about what was used, but I do know that it's like a 50-50 chance. And then you rise. If it doesn't, then you don't. And you don't know if it works until it doesn't. So it could be a very big risk you take, even if we go to the same person that brought her back. There's a chance that it won't work on you. You're willing to take.
She'll look very thoughtful, as if she's taking in. That's. I probably don't have the right to say this, but I want to think about it.
That's fair. I would like to know one thing, though. Though
Go
in the
ahead.
parameters of the fight, biting, even though in the parameters of the fight, biting was allowed, you know what your teeth can do. Why did you go ahead and bite her? Well, that there was a possibility you could kill her.
It was my learning. My mentor had spent most of the time teaching me about the laws, about how to, about other cares, about, well, changelings in general, about our powers as changelings, about the powers that are out there. But he had never taught me how to use my teeth. It was, I know I'm dumb. I should have known how powerful how deadly they are just from the look of them, but I didn't. It was the first time I was using them. It was a stupid time to use it, and I acknowledge it.
So you really didn't understand what your teeth could do.
I didn't know how powerful they were, no.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure how Karina would feel, but I know that that makes me feel differently about the situation. How long have you been how long have you been Red Cap?
In less than a year, it's been, I think, around 7 months, 8 months maybe. I should have known by now.
Yeah, but you're still learning. You're still young. I've been a Selkie for 8 years, so I know a lot more about my kith than someone brand new or even just a few months. I know more than Misha. Misha's only been a Selkie for 6 months. So while she may seem like that she has everything down and she knows what she's doing, she doesn't.
And she'll smile. And with, like, what you've been saying and everything and, well, it is a subject that's close to her, that she feels a lot of different ways about. She'll start having a few tears, and she'll just smile and say, thank you for understanding.
Well, Karina is not the best at trying to talk to people. She's intense and she's passionate, and she doesn't like to listen to explanations or reasons, especially when she's convinced that people's opinions don't matter, and that's a big flaw in her. She's my best friend, but she's not perfect. And she really doesn't like other red caps for some reason.
Yeah, some of us can really be assholes.
She feels that you betrayed her by saying she said that she warned you. She asked you to be careful with Brooke, and she feels that you deliberately went against that.
I
I'm going to explain to her what you said to me today, and I'm going to try and put it in terms that she understands. You made a grave mistake. You really, now knowing that you actually didn't know the full capabilities of what you can do, at least to me.
and she'll say, I I know I saw her warnings. She sent me warnings on my phone after I said I was going to fight Brooke. But I sent her the message and then I dropped my phone and went to the ring. I only saw them after.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure about how to feel about Karina right now, because I thought that our friendship would have meant that she would have let me explain, but she didn't.
Because
And she'll look at him and goes, I know you're a good guy. I you you like her, and there's a reason for that. So right now, I'm not sure how to feel about her.
I understand. And I think I know why she didn't want to listen to your explanation. Karina feels very strongly about Selkies. She's bitter. She wanted to be a Selkie, and she chrysalised as a red cap and didn't get a chance to get her coat. Her mother is a Selkie. Her mother succumbed to the call of the ocean and left. She's looking for her. She's protecting the baby Selkie. I know that doesn't make it okay. I know that doesn't make it hurt any less that she's not listening to you. Cracked mine sometimes. I'm going to try and reason with her. I'm going to try and get her to listen. Because at least of all fucking people, I can make her listen. But I'm the one talking to you. I'm the one trying to get as much information as I can so that we can resolve this situation and we can all move on and hopefully work together one day. Be in different motleys, we're still going to need to work together. We still have common purposes.
And she'll nod and smile. We seem to have the same point of view on this. I want it done as soon as possible too. What I did was extremely stupid. And I told Brooke that the day I saw her, I learned she was better. The day I learned she was alive again, I was just small. I was so happy. I was punishing myself before, and maybe, well, according to some people, maybe a bit too much. Amber found me in the streets. I was a mess. I wasn't sure if I want to live anymore. I wasn't. It from that day on. Well, that day, and I still feel that way. I wish I wasn't a red cap. But
I think, if anything, it taught you a lesson. It taught you that.
She'll nod. It did.
You are deadly, and you need to realize that.
And she'll smile. Believe me. Now, these things, and she'll point at her teeth, these things will only be used against people I want dead from now on.
That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. And if I can get Brooke to sit down and talk to you, Dessa has agreed to be a mediator in a conversation. Would you be willing to do that?
You shall nod. Yes, I know Dessa has offered this, is willing to be a negotiator and arbitrator.
Oh, right. William probably told you.
And she'll
Yeah.
nod. Yeah, I think she would be good at this. She's no law. Well, as far as I know, she is no closer to me as she is to Brooke.
No, she is not, and she's not even that close to me. So we've talked like 3 times. So and she's kind of weird, but she's a Slua, and people tend to listen to Slua because they can't talk very loud. So I think that it would be good for her, as she is a pretty neutral party. She may have her personal opinions on what happened, but she doesn't have any biases as far as friendships with either of you. So it's I know you made a mistake, a big one. And I know that people on both sides have their strong opinions. I know when I first realized what happened, I was angry. I was very angry, and that might be hard to believe because people don't often see me angry, but I was. And I will admit, with my emotions, I was ready to find you and kill you.
If you had found me that night, I probably would have let you. But now,
but I'm not that kind of person. While I may have compulsive ideas, I don't act on them. I assess the situation. I try to have all the information before I make a decision. Karina is very impulsive. Brooke is too, and they kind of feed each other a little bit. So if I can maybe get them separate, try and talk some sense into both of them separately, and stop them from being so fucking hostile to people all the time. God. Every time I turn around, I'm hearing about how they've gone off in public again.
Yeah.
If Karina wants to be the leader of our motley, she can't act like that.
I mean, I tend to be, well, maybe not, well, don't know about Brooke, but I tend to be a bit like that. Maybe not as rash as Karina, but I do have my temper. I mean, most red caps do, and I've done things.
For sure.
I've done things that, well, I've regretted after. I've also done things that I've done on the spot that I haven't regretted. Like when people at Shosbar, like when people touch me when I haven't asked at the Gorgon sisters, I punch them in the face, and I never regret that. And she'll chuckle.
And he looks a little you'll see a flash of anger on his face, and he'll say, "As you fucking should. No one should ever touch you without your permission like that. If I ever see it, I'll punch them myself."
And she'll smile. Yeah, it's a strip club. There's a lot of those cunts over there, but
oh, I'm sure they get handsy.
But yeah, and she'll smile. But most nights it goes well, and I just have fun dancing.
How is not being able to really be out at night affecting you at work?
I tend to well, I do go out. I just go straight home and straight to work. What's pissing me off though is that I can't help the homeless as much as I used to. I normally always get food and find homeless people to give them to on my way home, but I can't do that, and kind of pissing me off. That may be richer than most, but I think, well, that gives me even more reasons to try and help people that are less fortunate than me.
He'll nod. He'll nod. It's good of you to do that. Look, I don't see you as some sort of monster. I see you as someone who made a mistake. And while I know that if Brooke heard me say that, she'd probably want to kill me, the fact is that it was a mistake. You were not fully aware of what you could do. And I'm sure if you were, you wouldn't have done it.
If there's anything I believe in, it's friendship. And no, if I knew they were gonna be my teeth were that deadly, I wouldn't have done that. I felt like shit for a while when I did it. I felt that I had betrayed a friend, which I did. I betrayed a friend, but it was not my intention.
I don't know if the two of you, well, I don't know if Brooke would ever want to be your friend again.
No, that's understandable. She'll like look down.
But I would at least like. I'm not going to ask her to forgive you. I'm not going to put her in that position. But I am going to ask her to hear you out and let you say some of the things that you just said to me.
And she's crying a bit more by now, but she has one of those, when you're crying, but somebody tells you something that makes you feel a bit better. So she has one of those smiles and just nods. Thank you, Ron. Really. I really mean it. Really, really mean it.
You're welcome. We're all changelings. And we're still somewhere, we're still people as well. I believe that. We're not perfect. We make mistakes, sometimes deadly ones. Fortunately, Brooke is alive. So that is probably your saving grace.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the she probably would have executed you by now.
They probably would have. And like I said, I'm so happy that she's alive. And she might hate me for my actions, but I don't hate her.
He'll nod.
I don't. I mean, I know she has her well failings. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. We all have our failings. But I don't even dislike her now. At the point where I am now, I don't hate her. I don't even dislike her. I still like her. a friend again, but I can't make her. I can't make her do anything.
If she does come around and you decide to be friends again, you'll have to understand that it would take a long time for her to trust you if she ever would fully.
And she'll nod. Yeah, that's understandable. I get that.
But I don't have any reason to disbelieve what you've said to me today. So you seem very genuine. I mean, you're crying. It's people who are people who don't care, or even people who lie about caring, still don't shed tears like this.
No, I really much care about Brooke, and the last thing I want to do would be to make the same mistake again. I don't want to see any other changelings die. Not on my watch. Well, unless they somehow deserve it. I don't know, but as long as I'm around, no good changelings are going to die on my watch. I don't want to let that happen, and I refuse to let it. I refuse to kill someone else I care about. I refuse to, even if I don't care about them, if they're good, if they're a good person, I refuse to hurt them again.
He'll nod. That's good. Thanks for talking to me and answering my questions.
No worries. It hurts, but it's good to talk about it.
Yes, it is. Well, I will let you get back to work.
And she'll smile. Yeah, I'll probably have to wipe those tears, but yeah. Thank you for the talk.
He'll stand up and he'll actually go to hug Shea.
She'll look surprised, and she'll hug him back. Thank you.
Try not to be too hard on yourself, and like I said, I'll talk to them. We'll try and get this resolved. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's good to know that there are people on Brooke's side, if I can say this. But yeah, it's nice to know there are people that are Brooke's friends that feel this way.
He'll nod. And he'll grab his glass of water and drink some of it on the way out and leave the glass on the bar before heading out.
And Shea will finish her drink, probably sit there taking everything in for a bit, and then she'll wipe her tears and probably redo her makeup before going back to work. And with that, I guess we can end the scene. Thank you players for playing, and thank you watchers for watching. Good night.